Hello, friends. I'm not Jim Nance. I don't play him on TV. I don't ask questions. Well, actually, that's not true. I do ask questions. I'm Kurt Berglund, and this is Replay Baseball, the current version, and we are meandering our way through the Diamond Decades sets produced by Replay Baseball. Today, the 1980s get another visit from us, this time the American League, this time Game 2 of the opening series for these two teams. It's the 1987 Minnesota Twins, World Series champions, at Boston's Fenway Park to take on the 1986 Boston Red Sox. Now, of course, this means, my friends, there will not be as-played lineups. And we know what happens when I don't use as-played lineups. Heads explode all over this great land of ours. So what do we have to do? We have to assume the position so our brains stay inside of our cranium. That's right. A little proactive head non-exploding activity. The opposing pitchers in this game will be Bert Blyleven for the Minnesota Twins and his aging curveball against Bruce Hurst and the assortment of junk he used to throw in 1986, but both of them very, very effective. In Game 1, on opening day between these two teams, it was a tough, tight battle between Frank Viola and Roger Clemens, ultimately won with a ninth-inning home run by Tim Laudner. I said Tim Laudner. The catcher for the Twins, off of Bob Stanley. You talk about a guy that can't catch a break. So Laudner took him deep in the ninth. The Red Sox loaded the bases with one out, and Jim Rice ended the game with a soul-crushing, rally-killing 5-4-3. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not true. 5-2-3 double play. Yeah. So the Twins were unlikely road winners. We know in 1987 the Twins were not particularly good on the road. In fact, they were pretty horrible. But they were almost unbeatable at home. So this is an interesting test for them, and Hurst will be an interesting opponent for them to take on tonight. Let's go to the starting lineups. For the visiting 1987 Minnesota Twins, Dan Gladden will lead off and play left field. Batting second at shortstop, Greg Gagne. Batting third in center field, it's Kirby Puckett. Batting fourth at third base, Gary Gaetti against the left-hander. Batting fifth at first base, Kent Herbeck. Tom Bernansky bats sixth and plays right field. Don Baylor, a member of both teams, will bat seventh and be the DH. Tim Laudner will bat eighth and do the catching. And Steve Lombardozzi will bat ninth and play second base. On the mound will be Bert Blyleven, 37 starts for Bert. 267 innings pitched, a 4.01 ERA, and a 15-12 record. He was the number 2 starter on this ball club. For the 86 Red Sox, Wade Boggs leads off at third base. Marty Barrett bats second at second base. Bill Buckner bats third at first base. Dwight Evans, not Jim Rice, Dwight Evans. Why? Because I'm making the lineups. That's right, not as played. Will bat fourth and play right field. Jim Rice will bat fifth and play left field. Don Baylor bats sixth. He's the DH. Rich Gedman bats 7th and does the catching. Dave Henderson bats 8th and plays center field. And Spike Owen will bat 9th and play shortstop. Bruce Hurst, 25 starts, 174 innings, 2.99 ERA, and a 13-8 one-lost record. Alrighty. So we are just about ready to get this one underway and see if the Red Sox can avenge their opening day loss. Here we go, the pitch from Hurst. Oh, I gotta get my chart set up. Doesn't do much good to have a stand-up chart if you don't stand it up, you know what I mean? I think you do. Pitch to Gladden is a 6-1. That's a 16 plus 2 from Hurst makes an 18 in column 6, and that's lifted. Oh, nope, I'm wrong. Hurst strikes out Gladden because of the K, and there's one gone in the first inning. Now it's shortstop Greg Gagne coming up. 5-4 is a 27 on Gagne's card, and a 4 on Hurst's card makes 31 in column 5. That's it to center. Dave Henderson is under it, and he puts it away for out number 2. And now it's Kirby Puckett. 2-2 is an 11, plus 1 makes 12 in column 2, and that's a base hit to left field that drops in front of Rice. He is aboard. Now it's Gaetti against the left-hander. Gaetti was better against right-handers in 1987, and it's sick that I know that. The pitch. 6-2 is an 8, and that makes 11 on column 6, but we got to check the ballpark card. Gaetti is a right-handed batter. It's a 2. That still makes an 11 in column 6, and so we got to roll. And that's a base hit for Gary Gaetti. And it's a base hit to right field. We don't know. Nope, we don't know if Puckett will advance to third, so he's going to put on the brakes at second. And Herbeck comes to the plate with 2 outs and 2 on. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Hurst trying to wriggle off the hook in the first inning. The pitch, whoa, 16 for Herbie. Plus 4 makes 20. That's deep to right. Evans back. Track. Wall. Makes the catch. And that retires the Twins in the first. They get 2 hits threatened but do not score. After a half an inning, here come those 86 Red Sox against Bert Blyleven. It's Boggs, Barrett, and Buckner, the Bees, coming up for the Red Sox. 4-5 is a 1. That's grounded to Steve Lombardozzi. He flips to Herbeck for out number 1. 1 gone in the Red Sox first. Now it's Barrett on his way to the World Series MVP when everything went off the tracks. The pitch, 6-4 is a 51, plus 5 makes 56 on column 6. And that's a base hit to right field. I'm sorry, yeah, that's a base hit to right field. Brunansky. Got to do an error check. He's a 54. He commits an error. Oh, I'm sorry. That's against his defense rating. We're not rolling for errors. We're rolling for defense. Well, a 6 is above his defense as well. It's a double now for Barrett. And now we got to check his throwing arm. His arm is a 4. And it's a triple for Barrett, as Brunansky does not get him at third. All right, so Barrett makes his way all the way around to third base for Buckner now. 1 out. And the Twins are going to play their infield back. Blyleven the stretch and the pitch. It's a 3-2. That's an 11. That's a 2. That's a 13 in column 3. Line shot at Gagne. 2 down. And now it'll be Evans. The cleanup hitter. 259, 26 dongs, and a 376 on base average. The pitch is a 6-4. That's a 60 plus 5 makes 65, and that's going to rattle around in the left field corner. Gladden's got to go get it. Barrett will score from third. Evans makes his way to second with a double that gives the 86 Red Sox a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. There's 2 men out now for Rice with Baylor on deck. Pitch to Jim is a 1-2. That's a 35. Plus 2 makes 37. Ground ball Lombardozzi. He flips to Herbeck, and the Red Sox are retired, but they score 1 on 2 hits and leave 1. After 1, it's 1-0 Red Sox. Top of the second coming, it'll be Brunansky, Don Baylor, and Tim Laudner coming up for those Twins against Bruce Hurst. 5-1 is a 5. Plus 1 makes 6, and that's ball 4. Bruno draws a walk. Don Baylor, double play target if he hits it on the ground. Hurst the stretch. The pitch to Baylor is a 4-4. That's a 19. Hit to first. That's Buckner. He is a 3. That makes 22, and it's going to be off his glove for a base hit. Brunansky advances to second. There's 2 on with nobody out in the top of the second inning. And now it's Laudner. A lot of options here. Of course, he homered in his last at bat. In fact, don't tell anybody, but Tim Laudner hit 2 home runs on opening day, a feat he has not accomplished since T-ball. No, that's not true. Actually, Tim Laudner had an impressive power record in the minor leagues, and I can't tell you how frightening it is to me that I know that. All right, Hurst on the mound. He's going to go from the stretch. And the pitch to Laudner, and he squares to bunt. Tom Kelly wants those runs. He lays it down. It goes to Hurst. Now we got to check the umpire. This is the one place I check the umpire. And it's Hurst. His defense is a 4. Laudner's running is a 2. So a 4, 5, or 6, and Hurst throws him out at first. He does, so it's a successful sacrifice. They nip Laudner by a step, and the runners move up to second and third for Lombardozzi. Red Sox gonna play back. Hurst the stretch. The pitch to Lombardozzi is a 1-5. That's a 5 plus 1 makes a 6. And hey, struck him out. He picked a good time for his second strikeout. There's 2 gone in the second inning now, and it's Dan Gladden. Gladden 0 for 1. Hurst close to getting out of this. The stretch. The pitch. 2-5-2 is a 27. Plus 1 makes 28 in column 5. Lifted to right. Evans toward the line. Puts it away. The Twins threaten but do not score. They have 1 hit and they leave 2. After 1.5, it's 1-0 Red Sox. For the Red Sox, in the bottom of the second, it's Baylor, Gedman, and Hindu, Dave Henderson. Baylor in his only year in Boston was traded from the Yankees to the Red Sox for, I'll tell you in just a minute. 5-4 is a 3, and that's a 4, and that's column 5, making 7, and Baylor's going to draw a walk. Did you think of your answer yet? Don Baylor from the Yankees to the Red Sox before the '86 season in exchange for Mike the Hitman Easler. How do I know that? Why do I know that? These are the questions that keep me up at night. All right. Rich Gedman comes up. Baylor at first. Nobody out. Blyleven trying to have an easy inning. The pitch. 1-4 is a 35. Plus 4 is a 36 in column 1. Ground ball. Gaetti. He goes to Lombardozzi for 1. The relay to Herbeck is in time for a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play turned by the Twins. And with 2 outs and nobody on, it's Henderson. 2-2 is a 55. There's a 2 there. Plus 2 from Blyleven's card makes 57. So this one's going to center field. Is the 2 greater than Puckett's range? No, it's not. And he makes the catch for out number 3. We've played 2 complete, and it's 1-0 Red Sox. Hurst will face Gagne, Puckett, and Gaetti in inning number 3. Gagne 0 for 1. The pitch. 5-5 is a 40. Plus 1 makes 41 in column 5. He hit him. Greg Gagne gets dotted by Bruce Hurst, and the Twins have another base runner. He allowed 2 base runners in the first. He allowed 2 base runners in the second, but the Twins could not get any of them across the base station. Puckett's 1 for 1. Gagne's on first. The pitch. 4-1 is a 16. It's grounded to Spike Owen, who's a 2. That's an 18. They're halfway. Spike's going to throw to Buckner and get the out at first. Gagne advances to second, and he's in scoring position now for Gaetti. On deck is Herbeck. There's 1 out in the third. Another jam for Hurst. The pitch. 5-2 is a 32. Plus 1 is a 33 in column 5. Lead. Struck him out. It's baked beans. Gas. Herbeck coming up now. Chance to pick up Gaetti. Hurst, the stretch. The pitch to Herbie. 3-1 is a 31. Plus 1 makes 32 in column 3. Right field, right at Evans. And that will retire the side. They leave 1 this inning. They've left 5 in 3 innings. The Twins have not scored. After 2.5, it's Boston 1, Minnesota nothing at Fenway. Twins were 4-3 winners on opening day. For the Red Sox in the third, it's Owen, Boggs, and Barrett. Pitch to Spike from Blyleven is a 6-5. That's a 31 in column 6. Plus 5 makes 36. It's bloop to right. Here comes Brunansky, and he's going to put it away for out number 1. Now it's Boggs. Wade is 0 for 1. He grounded to Lombardozzi to lead off the first inning. The pitch. 6-3 is a 16, plus 5 makes 21 in column 6. Center field and deep. Back goes Puckett to the track in the triangle, puts it away for out number 2. And now it's Barrett. If he reaches, it'll be Buckner. He tripled and scored the only run of the game in the first. The pitch. 4-4 is a 1. That's grounded to Herbeck. He's going to take it to first himself. And it's Blyleven's first authentic 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 4th. It's 1-0 Red Sox. And for these scrappy twins, Brunansky, Baylor, and Laudner will be coming up in the Twins' 4th. Pitch to Bruno, 4-3 is a 17 to Barrett. He's a 2 that makes 19. He collects it and flips to Buckner, and there's 1 out. Now it's Baylor, 397 on base percentage with the Twins. 2-1. No, 4-1 is an 11, and a 1 is Buckner, and that's 14, and that's a possible error. He's a 36. He boots it. See how bad it is. Not a 2-base error. It's a 1-base error on Buckner. And Baylor reaches. But you can't do much with him because Don was pretty slow by this point. He was actually an excellent base runner and fast earlier in his career, but by 1987, those days were gone. Laudner up there now. He bunted in the 2nd. There's 1 out and 1 on in the Twins' 4th. The pitch from Hurst. 4-4 is a 2. That's to Barrett. He goes to 0 for 1. The relay to Buckner is in time for a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play that ends the Twins' 4th inning. Hurst has flirted with disaster and gotten away with it. We've played 3.5. It's 1-0 Red Sox. Blyleven has been cleaner by comparison. He's allowed 2 hits and 1 walk, but he has also allowed a run. In the Red Sox 4th, it's Buckner, Evans, and Rice. The pitch. 4-4 is an 11. That is grounded to Lombardozzi. Plus 2 makes 13. We got to do an error check. His error number is 51. And he boots it. It's an E4. Not the cleanest game played defensively by these two teams so far. Now it's Evans. Buckner's on first. Nobody out. Evans at the plate. Pitch to Dwight. 5-4 is a 3. Plus 2 makes 5. In column 5, it's grounded to third. Gaetti goes to Lombardozzi for 1. The relay to Herbeck is not in time. Evans beats the wrap. Buckner is retired on a 5-4 fielder's choice, and it'll be Rice coming to the plate, who's 0 for 1. The pitch from Blyleven is a 3-1. That's one of those loopers. A 4 makes 2 from Blyleven's card. A 2 makes a 4. That's a 6 in column 2. That's center field. That's Puckett, and he's got it for out number 2. Now it's Baylor. 2 outs. Evans at first. Baylor walked in the second. The pitch from Blyleven. 5-3 is a 10. Plus 3 makes 13 in column 5. He plunked him. And this is retaliation for the Gagne dotting in the 3rd inning. Might not be the best time to do it. But it's 2 on with 2 outs now for Gedman. But Blyleven doesn't care. Here we go. Gedman grounded into a double play in the second. The pitch from Burt. 4-5 is a 5. That's grounded to Gaetti. He is a 2. And he will fire to Herbeck to retire the side. We've played 4 complete. We got a good one going in Boston. 1-0 Red Sox over the 87 Twins. Diamond Decades action for replay baseball. Lombardozzi, Gladden, Gagne, 9-1-2 in the 5th against Hurst. Hurst has faced 17 batters to this point. The pitch, 3-4 is a 57. Plus 2 makes 59 in column 3, and that is going to be a rare play check. It's even. It's a 6. So it's a dribbler to the mound. Hurst pounces on it, fires to get Lombardozzi, and he beats it out. Lombardozzi with an infield hit. Hurst has allowed 4 hits. He's walked 1. He's hit a batter, and 1 is reached by error, but none have scored. We're in the top of the 5th. Here's Gladden. Well, take one more shot at Hurst, I guess. I was going to have him bunt, but I guess not. Hurst will hold Lombardozzi and the pitch home. 3-1 is one of those bloopers. 5 is a 3. This one might drop. 6 is a 62. Plus 3 makes 65 in column 3. And this is going to be a base hit to center field. Drops in front of Henderson. Around second goes Lombardozzi. He will go into third standing as the throw goes into second to keep the double play in order. Now it's Gagne with nobody out and Twins at the corners. And Sammy Stewart is going to start to throw in the bullpen, and so is Tim Lawler. It's double-barreled Red Sox bullpen action. Infield is going to play in at the corners, halfway up the middle. The pitch. 31, column 3, left field. Going to be caught by Rice. Lombardozzi is tagging. Rice's arm is a 4. Lombardozzi's speed is a 4, which even I can figure out that's a 0 going on there. And there's our column as Lombardozzi tags. 8. He scores on a sacrifice fly by Gagne to left field, and we're tied at 1. Gladden holds it first. There's 1 out. Now it's Puckett. Gaetti is on deck. Hurst, the stretch, the pitch. 2-4 on Puckett's card is a 55. This might be trouble. 56. And it is to center field. Here comes Henderson. Doesn't get there. Base hit. Henderson's arm is a 4. Gladden's speed is a 5. And Gladden's going to go to third base. Twins at the corners again with 1 out now. It's Gaetti up. Red Sox going to play for 2 all the way around. Hurst the stretch. The pitch to Gary. 5, 4 is an 11. Plus 5 makes 14 on column 5. And he hit him. Got some bad blood going between these two teams. Bases loaded now for Herbeck. Might be Hurst's last batter. Infield again is at halfway for a double play chance. Pitch from Hurst is a 5-6. That's a 4 plus 2 makes, that's a 1. That makes 5 in column 5. And that's grounded to Boggs. He goes to Barrett for 1. The relay to Buckner is not in time as Herbeck beats the wrap. Gladden scores from third. Puckett advances to third. Gaetti is retired 5-4 on the fielder's choice. So now it's 2-1 Twins, first and third with 2 outs. And Brunansky up. I don't know. Pull him, don't pull him, pull him, don't pull him, pull him, don't pull him. One more batter. Brunansky up there, 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch to Bruno. 5-6 is a 4 plus 1 makes 5 in column 5. Grounded to Boggs. He fires to Buckner, and that will retire the side. So the Twins get 2 runs out of all that on 3 hits and leave 2. After 4.5, we're halfway through this one. It's 2-1 Twins over the Red Sox. Blyleven now has a lead to protect. It's Henderson, Owen, and Boggs. 8-9-1 coming up in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch from Burt is a 1-2. That's a 3. Plus 1 makes a 4. And that is a struck him out. First strikeout for the Dutchman. The old broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. Spike Owen and 0 for 1. The pitch. 2-6. One of those loopers. Plus 2. 57. Gonna be caught. 2 down in the 5th. Gladden makes the catch. And now it's Boggs. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch from Blyleven. 5-2 is a 1. Plus 3 is a 4. That's grounded to Gagne. Greg throws to Herbeck. And that retires the Red Sox in the 5th. We played 5 complete. It's 2-1 Twins. Amazingly competitive on the road. Baylor, Laudner, Lombardozzi for Minnesota in the 6th. Pitch from Hurst is a 4-1. It's an 11. That's to Owen. It's a 13. We got to do an error check. And he booted it one more time. It's an E6 on Spike. Oh, I guess that's his first error. Thought he made another one. Maybe not. All right, E6. Baylor's aboard. He's reached twice on errors, and he's singled. Laudner up now. He's bunted, and he's hit into a double play. Stewart and Lawler working again in the bullpen. Laudner up there, nobody out. The pitch to him. 2-6, one of those loopers. It's Henderson, and he's not going to get there. It's a base hit. Baylor will stop at second. It's station to station for Don, and there's 2 on now with nobody out for Lombardozzi. First decision to make is whether to stick with Hurst. They're going to stick with him for now. The infield will play in at the corners. Halfway up the middle, the pitch to Lombardozzi. He squares to bunt. That's a 4. He is a 1 bunter. And that's bunted to Boggs. He gloves it and steps on third. That will retire Baylor on the 5-5 fielder's choice. Laudner moves up to second. Lombardozzi is safe on the fielder's choice. And with 2 outs, with 1 out now, it's Gladden. Hurst entering fatigue zone. The pitch. 6-5 is a 31. Plus 3 makes 34 in column 6. Center field, here comes Henderson, Here comes Henderson, and he makes the catch for 2 outs. And now Gagne drove in the Twins' first run on a sacrifice fly in the 5th. 2 outs in the 6th now. Hurst, the stretch, the pitch. 6-2 is a 7. Plus 4, plus 3 is a 10. And that's going to be a base hit to center field. Home comes Laudner. Owen goes to third. And the Twins lead 3-1. Here comes John McNamara, and he wants the ball. Sammy Stewart, who had some injury trouble in '86, but he is getting the call to face Puckett. He's being replaced in the bullpen by Steve Crawford. All right, so there are 2 outs. There are Twins at the corners. That's Lombardozzi at third, Gagne at first. Hurst's numbers, he went 5 2/3 in this one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. He has allowed 3 runs. And in the end, 2 of them will be earned. However many he allows, only 2 of them are going to be earned. The 2 runners are his responsibility, of course. He's hit 2 batters. He has walked only 1 man. He has struck out 3. And no home runs or wild pitches. He is on the hook for the loss unless the Red Sox can do some work. So Stewart's got to get Puckett to stop the bleeding. Sammy to the belt. Puckett's 2 for 3. The pitch. 1-1 is a 20. Plus 2 makes 22 in column 1. It's a line drive base hit. This goes to center field. We got to do an error check on Dave Henderson. And uh-oh, he's at 25. Clank. So it's a base hit. That's going to score Lombardozzi. Puckett will get an RBI for that. But then Henderson's clank is going to allow Gagne to get to third and Puckett to get to second with 2 outs. Now it's Gaetti. 4-1 Twins. Stewart the stretch, the pitch. 2-2 is an 11. Plus 3 makes 14 with a little W. And that means he draws a walk. Bases dripping with Twins and Herbeck on the way up. Here comes McNamara again. He's going with Lawler for the lefty-lefty matchup in the hopes of keeping the Red Sox within shouting distance of the Twins. Lawler did not have a good 86. 31 games in relief, 43 innings, 6.91 ERA with a 2-0 record. Herbeck 0 for 3. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 4-1 Twins. The pitch. 6-4 is a lefty. That's a 16. Plus 5 makes 21. That's to center and deep. Back goes Henderson, but he's going to have room. And he puts it away for out number 3. And without that, don't ask me how I know this, but Herbeck would have hit a grand slammer off of anybody but Lawler. So, that's my John Edward crossing over, talking with the dead information. Even though, well, Stewart's dead, but nobody else is. Nobody else is. All right, bottom of the 6th. Barrett, Buckner, and Evans. And the Red Sox need 3 to tie this baby. 2, 3, 4 hitters against Blyleven, who's pitching a good one. 6-3 is a 31, plus 5 is a 36 in column 6. Right field, here comes Brunansky, and there's 1 out. Blyleven has faced 20 batters. He is fine for stamina. Buckner up there now. 0 for 2, the pitch. 3-2 is an 11, plus 2 makes 13 in column 3. Line shot at Gagne, that's 2 outs. Now it's Evans. Nobody aboard. Blyleven winds and delivers. Bert's throwing a 2-hitter. 5-2 is a 32. Plus 3 makes 35. That's column 5. Struck him out. Pork and beans. Gas. 2 strikeouts for Blyleven with a 1, 2, 3, 6. He's retired 7 in a row. He's allowed 2 hits. He has walked 1. He hit 1 batter. That's it. Oh, and 1 reached on an error. All right, we go to the 7th. Lawler's work is done. It's going to be Steve Crawford. Lawler went 1/3 of an inning. Brunansky, Baylor, Laudner. Ready, ready, ready. Coming up against Crawford. The pitch. 2-5 is a 16. Plus 4 makes 20 in column 2. To right field, but not deep. Evans toward the line is going to put it away for out number 1. Now it's Baylor. Don is 1 for 3. 3-5 is a 3. Plus 4 makes 7 in column 3, and that's a base hit to left field. Baylor's been on 4 times. 2 singles and reached twice by error. Now it's Laudner. Gonna run for Baylor. Backup outfielder for Minnesota. With good wheels, Mark Davidson is going to do the pinch running honors at this point. And it'll be Laudner against Crawford with Davidson on first. Crawford the stretch. The pitch to Laudner is a 3-6. That's a 42. Plus 5 makes 47 in column 3. Leaping catch by Spike Owen. Going back to second to double up Davidson. Not doubled up. He gets back safely. And with 2 outs now, it's Lombardozzi. Crawford the stretch, the pitch. 4-2 is a 19. That's to Boggs. He is a 1. That makes 20. The infield is back, and he fires to Buckner for the out. We've played 6.5. It's time to stretch them out and sing Sweet Caroline. Did they do that in 1986? But the Red Sox are trailing 4-1. Blyleven pitching a gem. Rice, Baylor, and Gedman due up for the Red Sox in the 7th. Pitch to Jim. 3-5 is a 3. Plus 3 on Blyleven's card makes 6. In column 3, that's to center field. Here comes Puckett. And there goes out number 1. 8 in a row retired by Blyleven. There's 1 out in the 7th. Now it's Baylor. He walked and was hit by a pitch. Pitch 2-2 is a 55. That is to right field. In comes Brunansky, and he's going to make the catch. 9 in a row retired by Blyleven. He's cutting through this vaunted Red Sox offense. Now it's Gedman 0 for 2. Pitch to Rich. 1-1 is a 10. Plus 2 is a 12, and that's a base hit. Bouncing up the middle just out of the reach of Lombardozzi. And the Red Sox have a base runner breaking Blyleven's streak of 9 in a row. And it'll be Henderson now. Greenwell moving into the on-deck circle to hit for Owen. Blyleven the stretch. The pitch to Henderson is a 1-6. That's a 45. Plus 1 makes 46. It's a... Nope, they're not halfway. They're playing back. Hey, struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley to close out the inning. We've played 7. It's 4-1 Twins over the 86 Red Sox. Crawford coming out for inning number 2. He will get 1, 2, 3 hitters, Gladden, Gagne, and Puckett for the Twins in the 8th. They'd love an insurance run. The pitch. 3-3 is a 32. Plus 3 is a 35 in column 3. Hey, struck him out. gas. 1 gone in the 8th. Now it's Gagne. 1 5 is a 5. Plus 2 makes 7. Popped it up. Wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth. Marty Barrett under it, and he'll put it away for out number 2. And now it's Puckett. Kirby, 3 hits, a ribby. On the day of the pitch. 5-1 is a 3, plus 1 makes 4. Ground ball, Owen. Spike will throw to Buckner, and that will retire the Twins in the 8th. Crawford with 2 nice innings of work. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 4-1 Twins with Blyleven tossing a gem. It's a 3-hitter through 7 innings. John McNamara wants a pinch hitter for Spike Owen. And it's going to be Mike Greenwell with Boggs on deck and then Marty Barrett. So Owen ends his day 0 for 2. The fatigue zone, Blyleven's faced 26 batters. So he's okay right now. Greenwell up there. The pitch to Mike is a 1-3. That's a 10. Plus 1 is a base hit up the middle, just out of Gagne's reach. Greenwell reaches on the pinch hit single, and now it's Boggs. Action now in the bullpen for the Twins. Berenger and Schatzeder are going to start to throw double-barreled action. Now it's Boggs, 0 for 3 for Wade. Barrett on deck. Blyleven the stretch, checks Greenwell at first, and the pitch home is a 5-3. That's a 5 plus 3 is an 8 in column 5, and that is ball 4. Boggs draws a walk. Suddenly it's gotten interesting, and Barrett comes to the plate. He is the tying run. Buckner on deck. The relievers are not warm yet. Blyleven the stretch. The pitch to Marty Barrett. 3-5 is one of those bloopers. 5 is a 3 from Blyleven's card. That's a 2. That's a 4. That makes 7 in column 2. I'm sorry, in column 3. And that's going to be a base hit to left field. They're going to put the brakes on Greenwell at third, and the bases are loaded with Red Sox, and here comes Tom Kelly. He wants Schatzeder. Blyleven's evening is done. He went 7+ innings, allowed 5 hits. So far, only 1 run. It's earned, but he's responsible for 3 base runners. So Blyleven's done. It's Schatzeder coming on. He was 29 games, 1 start, 43 innings, 6.39 ERA. I want to say he was an in-season acquisition, but I don't remember for sure. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments. Buckner up with the bases loaded. That's Greenwell at third, Boggs at second, Barrett at first. Finishing Blyleven's numbers on the evening: 2 walks, 1 hit by pitch, no homers, and he struck out 3. And no wild pitches. He's in line for the win, but they got to get these guys out. So Barrett's on. Buckner's facing left-hander Schatzeder. The infield is halfway. Schatzeder, the stretch. The pitch to Buck is a 2-5. That's a 16. Plus 2 makes an 18. That's center field. Under it is Puckett. Tagging is Greenwell. He is a 2. Puckett's arm is a 4. That makes a -2. There's our column. It's a 6. And he gets him at the plate. Puckett throws out Greenwell. Where in the world was he going? It's a rally-killing, soul-crushing 8-2 double play on the attempted sacrifice fly. Well, deep breath there. Schatzeder is now done with his evening. It's going to be Berenguer to face Evans, as Tom Kelly wants his right-hander. 41 games in relief, 112 innings, 3.94 ERA, 8-1 record, 4 saves, and a very effective season for Juan Berenguer, and tough as nails in the playoffs and World Series. A little bit of taunting going on, but no, it's okay. All right, Evans, 1 for 3, a double, a run, a ribby, and a whiff. On second is Boggs. On first is Barrett. Evans is still the tying run. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch from Berenguer is a 5-4, a 3 on Evans' card, a 4K on Berenguer's card. That makes 7. And he's going to walk. That's going to load up the bases one more time for Jim Rice. Now, Jim Rice grounded into a game-ending double play on opening day. He's 0 for 3 tonight. So he would love to redeem himself. In the bullpen, warming up, is Jeff Reardon, the Terminator. All right. Berenguer, the stretch, the pitch to Rice. 1-3 is a 4. 2 is a 1. That makes 5 in column 1. Hey, struck him out. Rice can grab some bench. That ends the Red Sox threat in the 8th. They load the bases with nobody out and do not score. We go to the 9th. It's 4-1, 87 Twins. Crawford's night is done. It's Gaetti, Herbeck, and Brunansky. It's going to be Sambito, and Stanley is throwing behind them. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to have Schiraldi do a little throwing in the bullpen to get ready in case Sambito has trouble. Alright, so Crawford's night is done. Sambito is on. He is a lefty. In 1986, 53 games, 45 innings, 4.84 ERA, 2-0 record, 12 saves. Gaetti, Herbeck, and Brunansky, again, trying to get the Twins an insurance run or 6. Sambito winds and delivers. That's a 6-3. That's a 36 plus 3 makes 39. Hey, struck out Gaetti. There's 1 gone. Pork and beans, gas. Herbeck, 0 for 4. The pitch from the left-hander Sambito is a 4-1. That's a 1. That's grounded to Barrett. He flips to Buckner, and there's 2 gone. And now it's Brunansky with Davidson on deck in Baylor's spot in the order. Sambito winds and delivers. 5-1 is a 5 plus 3 makes 8 in column 5, and he walked him. Now it's Davidson. They're going to hit for Davidson in hopes of getting that elusive insurance run. The pinch hitter will be Gene Larkin. The DH against lefties before Baylor showed up, and the backup for Herbeck. So Larkin will pinch hit for Davidson here in the 9th against Sambito. Sambito the stretch, checks Bernansky at first. The pitch home to Larkin is trouble. It's a 2 on Sambito's card. Did he get it? Larkin is a switch hitter, so he's a righty. That's a 6, and it's a 2 on Sambito's card. That makes 8. That's a base hit to left field. There are 2 outs. Brunansky's going to take third. So it's a pinch hit single for Larkin, as now Laudner comes to the plate, and here comes John McNamara. He wants Schiraldi. So the first 2 batters were retired by Sambito with no trouble. But then the next 2, walk and a single. Laudner's 1 for 3. Gonna hit for him. It's gonna be Randy Bush to hit for Laudner. In the 9th, there are twins at the corners. Brunansky at third, Larkin at first. Bush, a 253 hitter. The DH against right-handed pitchers with a 349 on base average. Schiraldi, the stretch, and the pitch home to Bush is a 1-5 plus the 3. Hey, struck him out. And the Twins fail to get that insurance run. They go to the bottom of the 9th with the score: Minnesota 4, Boston 1. New catcher coming on for the Twins will be Sal Butera. And he will bat in the 8th spot. Berenguer's night is done. He went a third of an inning. He allowed a walk and struck out a batter. He held the fort, and now it's time for Reardon, who earned the save on opening day and is out to earn save number 2 in game number 2. For the Red Sox, it's Baylor, Gedman, and Henderson scheduled. Baylor is 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch. Reardon last night loaded the bases with with 1 out, but induced a double play grounder from Rice to save the day for himself and his ball club. Baylor up there now, looking to get aboard. The pitch, 4-3, is a 5. That is to Gaetti, who gloves it and fires to Herbeck for out number 1. Now it's Gedman. The Red Sox shortstop in the top of the 9th was Ed Romero. He took over after Greenwell hit for Owen. So Romero is potentially a batter in this inning. Dave Henderson is in the on-deck circle. Gedman up there now. There's one out. Reardon, the wind, and the pitch is a 3-3. That's 32. Plus 1 makes 33 in column 3. Center field on the run is Puckett, and he's going to get there for out number 2. Now it's Henderson, and he's not going to bat. No, he's done an 0 for 7 with 4 strikeouts. And so I'm going to go with Armas to try and keep things alive for the Red Sox. Armas pinch hitting for Henderson. In the 9th, 2 outs. Reardon, 1 out away from closing this out. Romero on deck, the pitch from the Terminator. 4-5 is a 5. That's hit to Gagne. He gloves it, throws to Herbeck. And the Twins win game number 2. They have won the first 2 in Boston. This one by a score of 4-1. Winning pitcher is Bert Blyleven. Save goes to Reardon. It's number 2. Losing pitcher is Hurst. He allowed 4 runs, but only 2 earned in his 5 2/3 innings of work. 5 Red Sox relievers held the fort, but the Red Sox aren't scoring. They scored 3 runs on opening day. They scored 1 run on game 2. The line score for the victorious 87 Twins, 4 runs on 10 hits, and they committed one error. For the 86 Red Sox, 1 run on 5 hits, and they committed 3 errors. Once more, the winning pitcher, Blyleven, the loser, Hurst, the save goes to Reardon. Thank you so much for joining me for Replay Baseball. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate your support. I need your subscriptions. Thank you so much. Have a good day. So long, everybody.